Hey guys, what's up? Oh man, it is Monday, yeah, August 5th, I believe. Yes, August 5th. It's about 5:40 in the morning, but let's kick this off. What's up, you guys? My name is Leda, also known as The Real Leda on all things social, and welcome to my vlog. I am an online coach and personal trainer, but I am also an NPC figure competitor, and we are just under 14 weeks out from my last competition, or for my next competition. So, finished up with fasted cardio. Yeah, was on the rower today. And that was a rough one. My hamstrings and my glutes are feeling it. I haven't been on the rower in so long. But we did it 30 minutes. I have a love-hate relationship. Fun fact, I was a rower in college. Florida State champs. But that was a while ago. But it was nice to get to my roots for a little bit. But it'll be even nicer once I shower. See you soon. Oh man. I think it's storming. Yep, I think so. Hey guys, what's up? So, it is still Monday, August 5th, and I am headed to the gym for a lift. It is leg day. So excited. So, but my goodness, it's been a busy day. But not only that, like, you guys, I just realized how much fitnessing is happening, like, right now. Like, there is so much fitness going on. What do I mean? Like, first and foremost, it is bodybuilding season. So, like, all of the shows are happening right now. So, like, Texas Pro is happening this weekend. Tampa Pro was last weekend. And I'm just catching up on all the vlogs and everything from that. It is just almost every weekend there's like 2 or 3 shows going on. So that's number one. Number two, the Olympics. The Olympics are still going on this week. Like, they've been going on for, I think this is a 3rd week. I don't know. Don't quote me on it. But Olympics is still going on this week. I believe this is the last week of that. And then at the end of this week, the CrossFit Games. What? The CrossFit Games starts at the end of this week. So, all the fitnessing happening. You know, I am here for it all. So, let me know down below. What are you guys watching right now? Because I'm trying to keep up with all of it. And literally just got like Peacock like yesterday. So I'm catching up on all the Olympic stuff. God, there's so much of it. So happy that they broke everything down by what do you call it? By like sport and by day. So I'm like just catching up on things as I'm working and everything. And loving every moment of it. Not to mention being educated on sports that I don't know much about. But also being educated just on the fact of what is an Olympic sport. Because, hello, this weekend, Friday and Saturday, breakdancing is an Olympic sport. Did not know this. Had zero idea that breakdancing was an Olympic sport. So, super excited to watch that. Sabian's also excited to watch that. I'm sure Troy would have a blast watching that too at the end of the week. So, yeah, all the fitnessing. You guys, what are you guys watching right now? I've put down Bridgerton so I can catch up on all of this right now. But now we're going to go and handle my fitnessing and get this leg day in and cardio. And thank goodness that it has stopped raining for the 5 to 10 minutes it's going to take me to get to the gym. Thank God. Because it has been insane with this storm coming through. So, whew. All right, you guys. See you soon. You guys, just a quick reminder, right? True change comes about when your current habits no longer serve you. Think about it. Change really happens when your current habits no longer serve you. Or in other words, when your current habits no longer align with who you are, who you want to be. That goes across the board. So whether it's for yourself or whether you're trying to influence or motivate someone else, if their current habits still serve them, they're going to continue on with those current habits because there's no motivation to change, right? But the moment those habits are no longer serving them or no longer aligned with who they are, that's when change happens. Oh, that was sudden. So, what is up, you guys? I'm also looking kind of like a hippie. Oh my goodness. So, what is up, you guys? It is, again, Thursday, August 8th. It's about 8:45 in the morning. And, oh my gosh. I don't know if I mentioned this the other day. There is so much fitness so much athleticism that is about to go down this weekend. I'm gonna tell you, as of cardio yesterday, I did, rest day cardio yesterday, really got into this whole speed climbing thing. Speed climbing, like, what? I didn't know this was a thing, but it is, I think it's a 15-foot wall that's at like a 5-degree angle. And they have to literally it's like rock climbing, but really fast. And they have to get to the top of this wall and hit this square path as fast as they can. It's basically a race, right? So I'm watching round one, which round one, they're not racing against each other. They're just racing against the clock so that they can get into some sort of ranking order. Now, once you get into this ranking order, it's 1 through, I think it's 14 or 20. And then 1 through 20 is then racing 20 through 1. Place 1 goes against place 20. Place 2 goes against place 19. 3 against 18. Oh, one moment. Well, a lot has happened in that one moment. So, oh man. We'll get to this in a moment. So what I was saying is that speed climbing is, oh man, that's something that I've been really interested in. That's why I love the Olympics and I love these sports and big sport weekends, because you get to see things or be exposed to things that maybe you normally wouldn't have. So love it when the Olympics come around, because there's always something, a different Olympic sport that is new to me. The next one that I can't wait to watch, because I did not know it was an Olympic sport, is breakdancing, or they call it breaking on Peacock. And it is, I guess it's breakdancing, but it actually starts tomorrow. The women's version goes, and then Saturday is men's version. So yeah, oh my God, I'm loving that. I think also in the last clip, I was just talking about how much athleticism is happening this weekend. I'm super excited. Oh, and that was my mom. So, yeah, all the fitnessing going on this weekend. We have CrossFit started today, but unfortunately, there was a situation that happened. In event 1, was a 3 or 3.5 mile run, followed by a 100-meter swim across a lake in Fort Worth, Texas. And unfortunately, one of the CrossFitters did not make it across the lake. He has passed away. His name is Lazar Jukic. And unfortunately, he did not make it across the lake. He did not finish the event. They've shut down the CrossFit Games for the rest of today. The rest of this weekend is up in the air, which I completely understand. But obviously my heart, mind, soul, all the prayers, all of the healing vibes from my family to theirs, friends and family as well. So that was rough to see. They had it on live stream and then it abruptly stopped. And then you can see the news and everything start coming through on social media. So that was rough. But on a better note, we have Texas Pro starts tomorrow. My posing coach Sharonica will be at the Texas Pro. Super, super, super excited to see her compete there. I won't physically be there, but they have a live stream, so I'll be watching that on live stream. And then Saturday is the Florida State Championships. And I have a few friends that are competing there, and I'm super, super excited. So I was gonna live stream, but I think I'm actually gonna go to at least the pre-judging in the morning and see them on stage. I think that would be a good idea. It's in Orlando. I believe it's about an hour and a half, 2 hours from me, so not too far. So why not head out there and support some of my friends who are on stage. So, and at prejudging, I love prejudging. We'll just say I love prejudging because I feel like that is the real competition portion. And just you see the grind, you see the work, you see like what the judges put them through, you see what the judge is looking for. All the stuff happens, all the hype, all the craziness happens at prejudging. So I want to be there. So all of that fitnessing. Now let's get to this. So this I've done before, a few years ago, actually. I chopped off my hair. That was my natural hair. I've never had extensions. I don't even know what they feel like. I don't even know if they make extensions for curly hair like this. But that was one of the reasons why my mom comes over. My mom is the only one that cuts my hair. I've had like 2 people in my entire life cut my hair, and that's my mom and a friend of mine. So, but she was coming over to help Sabian with his room and try to make it more accessible. And, you know, she's very good at like interior decorating. And they just want to set up his room a little differently for the school year that's about to start on Monday. So, and she loves doing that kind of stuff. So she came over to kind of do some of that with him. And then I figured while she was here, I've been wanting this change. I've been talking about this change for a while. I haven't had my hair this short. I want to say like 3 years, 4 years, I want to say. Well, Tony and I have been together 3 years. So I want to say like 4 years. I had to cut this short several years ago. And then when it got long enough, I had done like a 2-tone split where the bottom half was like a blonde and the top half was dark. And then when that grew out, I just stayed with what I had earlier today. But this, I'm very excited for it. I'm like, yes, it's completely cut. There's nothing to it. So it feels like I've lost like 5 pounds just in my head alone. So I'm super excited about that. I've already showed a few of my friends. They're like surprised. And, you know, I am 14 weeks out. So ask me how I feel about that. Like having shorter hair while on the competition floor. And I'm excited for it. Like I am excited for it. This is probably gonna be the shortest just because as it dries, my hair does like shrink with the curls. So in 14 weeks. It'll be a little bit longer than this, but it'll be perfect because if I forget to move my hair for my back pose, it's okay. It's so short that like, it's not gonna affect anything. And it's like, I don't have any like tattoos or anything on my neck at all. So we are good to go. I am loving it. It feels like, it does feel super short. When I was like fixing it up and putting some product in it, it felt really, really short. And I was like in shock for a moment. But then when I saw it in the mirror, I was like, yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. Exactly what I wanted. So, oh my goodness, what do you think? This is definitely different. And so much easier to have like the volume. Hey guys, what's up? So it is Friday, August 9th. I'm just doing a little bit of work here, but it's Friday, so it's check-in day. And I am not happy about it, period. Not happy. My weight was very, very high, and I'm frustrated with it. Like, I promise you guys I give you the good, bad, and the indifferent. So here is the bad. I weighed in at 152.8. I believe that was. Last week I weighed in at 146.6. That is a 6-pound difference. 6 pounds. How? I don't even know. Like, I'm pissed about it because I know a lot of it has to do with me being on my cycle and like my body is just retaining everything. I know a lot of it has to do with the fact that my recovery has been not the greatest, being completely honest. Like, it's just not very good. I've been waking up very early, putting in a lot of hours at work, not sleeping very well, getting to bed very late. So like averaging, I don't know, been going to bed at like 11, waking up at like 4:30, 4:45. So like 5.5 hours of sleep. So not good. And in the time that I am laying down and I am asleep, it has not been good. It's been getting progressively worse through the week because of this moment. Like, I've been anticipating this moment. So basically it's like unfortunately, it was like a self-fulfilling prophecy, I feel. Because the moment I started feeling like all of those symptoms come on, is like the moment I just started feeling like discouraged and feeling like basically, for lack of a better term, like took myself out of the game, but like didn't want to admit that to myself. Where like for the whole week, I grind hard, I pushed hard in the gym, I did all of my workouts, I was off plan with a Kit Kat. You know what I mean? But like everything else is on plan. I've been drinking 1.5 gallons of water, but the recovery is a huge piece. And stress is a huge piece. School starts next week again. And I've been a little stressed about that as well. I guess stress has been building because I had like Sabian's birthday party And that went well. And then shortly after that, I was worried about a friend's birthday party over the weekend, but I actually did really well there. And then when the whole menstrual cycle situation hit, I became progressively more stressed because I could just feel the changes in my body. I could just feel the retention in my body. And then as I felt it more, my recovery got worse. My stress got worse. So it made everything worse upon worse. And so it doesn't help that like my mental state was not there. It wasn't there. So on, I think it was Tuesday, when I started feeling things come on, I did let Coach know, said, hey, I'm starting to feel this. It sucks, but I'm going to keep the course, stay the course. And she said, good, stay the course. And I stayed the course, except for my Kit Kat mishap. But I refuse to think that one Kit Kat would mess up a 6-pound weight increase, like 6 pounds. And it frustrates the fuck out of me. Like, it frustrates me because I have been very proud of the way we're not like reversing, because we're still in a deficit to compete in November. But I've been very proud of the way I've been handling this. Like, very, very proud of the way I've been handling this. Considering the last time I went through a show, my post-show was horrendous. It was horrible. And it made for a very crazy off season, which made for a very hard season to get down. And I wanted to stay close. And I've been staying close. Like, the last time I weighed before getting on stage, I'm gonna say the week before, I was at 149. And then I dropped down to 143 the Friday. The last weigh-in was 143. And then last week, I was at 146. So I was only 3 pounds up from the last weigh-in, but I was 3 pounds down from the weigh-in before peak week. So it's like I was in a very good place. And now I feel like I'm very much not in a good place. And I know that it's hormonal, and I know it's a mind game right now, but it still doesn't disseminate the fact of how real it feels, like how frustrating it is. You know what I mean? So I don't want to like downplay this 6-pound increase and be like, yeah, it's just hormones and it's just recovery and it's just whatever. No, like, that's not okay for me. It might be okay for other people, but it's not okay for me. It's saying, okay, yes, hormones, okay, that was out of my control. But me controlling my stress, that is within my control. The stressors of life is out of my control, right? I always tell everyone, I can't control anything that happens outside of me. Not even my kids, not my dog, not my husband, not my household. I can't control things that happen outside of me. However, I can control how I respond to those things. And I did not respond to things well this week. Period. Like, I'm not perfect. I'm human. It's going to happen. But this is a result of it happening. Of me not being, I guess, not like in tune, I guess is the word. Or checking in with myself as often as I needed to. Knowing the hormonal issues that were going on. Maybe that could have changed this outcome. However, it's now Friday. I cannot change what's happened in the past. Period. I can't change what happened Monday through Thursday. I can't even change what happened. It is now 9:08 a.m. I can't change what happened at 9 o'clock this morning. But I can change what happens at 9:09 a.m., at 9:10, and 9:15, right? I still have control over that. So, expressing everything with Coach and just being open and transparent about how I feel, even to the point I'm saying, listen, I'm frustrated, I'm annoyed, I want to cry. I don't cry easily, but like, this is how I'm feeling. You know, all this stuff. Being open and honest with her and how I'm feeling. She said, hey, take this as a mental health day. Refocus, regroup. You know, she knows that I like to journal, so she said, journal it, talk it out, do whatever you need to do to kind of refocus, rehone in, and we'll get back at it tomorrow. And do what I need to do to find my ways to control stress within my body and to feel better. We're gonna get on it, right? So now of course it's 9:12 a.m. and we're gonna move forward and do what we need to do and move forward. And one way to kind of refocus is I'm that person that I love getting back into the like atmosphere, the environment of things when I feel disconnected. And I don't really feel disconnected, but I know it'll help with me refocusing. And that is getting to a show. So I'll be going to the Florida State Champ show, watching the Olympics. Going to the Florida State Champs show tomorrow, watching some friends on stage, just being back in that environment. You know, sometimes that's needed to just not that I need to be refueled, but like it'll aid in my refocusing and everything and remind me of what's really important. One thing that Kay does very, very well and is very good at reminding is, for lack of a better term, like controlling the controllables and letting everything else go. Like control what I have control of and letting everything else go. Remembering what's important. Remembering the priorities and letting everything else go. She's so good at that. And I'm still learning. You guys, I'm 37 years old and I'm still learning. And that is one thing that like, I know it's always like a battle. Not that I'm like trying to control everything around me, but I have my hands in so many different things that like, I'm involved in so many different things that sometimes, one, I don't need to be involved in, or two, I only need to put in my portion. And that's it. Everything else outside of my portion is really none of my business. Like staying within my sandbox. And I've said that to multiple people before, and I need to say it to myself as well. Like stay within my sandbox. Anything outside of my sandbox is none of my business. And keep it that way. You know what I mean? So how I feel, how I handle stress, how I do things is within my sandbox. How other people handle me is outside of my sandbox. That's none of my business. How other things outside happen is outside of my sandbox. Like we just had a hurricane that's, the fact that the hurricane hit, there's nothing I can do about a hurricane hitting and not hitting. Like I can only handle what I can handle. So making sure that we have food and we have, gas for the grills and everything in case power goes out to cook, and we have water and everything. And I did that. Nothing else to stress. Like we're good. You know what I mean? So things like that. Yeah. All right. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on, you guys. I'm just human. So